2, 1, and action. I don't know. It sounded good. All right. Let's see. So, we're now live, and we have no viewers. I don't know if that's sad. That's sad. We should have like 150 with your name in the title.
I wonder if I could go live on my computer.
You probably could. Or you could just tell them to go to my channel. Let's see here. Where are we at? All right. Boom. We're live now. Yes. Okay. Let me do this. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. He don't even see us. He sees you. He sees you. He's watching the comments.
Oh. Yeah, hold on. Let me look in the comments. My bad.
He's watching the comments, guys. It is okay. Watching the comments. Pull this up here. All right, there we go. Boom. Shazam. All right, now let me get this thing over here where I can see. Welcome back. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up?
There we go. Now in the comments.
He's watching his tablet to see y'all's comments. So I did it 3 times because that was the biggest vote. Majority wins, man. Majority wins. You're cutting out, Seth. Your microphone's cutting out.
There we go.
That's better. That's way better. Yeah.
There we go. Must be the headphones. Who's your daddy? TC's Lawn Care. Backwater Mafia for life. Eclipse Lawn Care. TC's Lawn Care again. What's going on? Seth, Tipsy Talk and chilling and grilling. I'm not grilling tonight, but I am chilling. Not fair because you passed to who should have. I don't know what that means.
He was the first winner if we would have picked one.
Oh.
So, can't make everybody happy, man.
Oh, yeah. So what's y'all's weather like this weekend in y'all's area? Where y'all from? Seth, what's up? Big homie. Business blowing up 210. What's going on, TNT? Yes, sir. I can't even pronounce that. Dakutis?
D-cuts. Mississippi.
Okay.
All right, we got to get some people in here. Let me take a screenshot and I'll make a YouTube. Actually, we'll just do a live real quick on Instagram. Let people know to come on over. Dallas, sunny all day. Man, look, I tell you what, a foot of grass. I hope you filmed that. That's the ones that Seth likes. Them foot grass ones. Look at that. Look at all them hats, guys. Man, I need people to send me hats. Like, I really do.
I just got some hats from Gravely. I think I'm gonna do some giveaways.
So what's your opinion of Gravely and Toro? Like, which one do you like better? If you were to get one, which one would you get and why?
It depends on what I'm getting. Like, I feel like Toro has more versatility. And when I say that, it's not just like, you know, it is the type of equipment they have. They all have all different types of equipment, but they're always innovative in their controls and whatnot. Like I have the T-bar. You know, nobody else really does the T-bar. I think World Lawn does the T-bar, but then the stand-on spreader. It has that one-handed steering thing. And so they always, Toro always tries to do innovative stuff. Gravely, I just love Gravely zero turns. And, you know, I don't like to give my opinions on if what's better because I've never used a Toro zero turn on a regular, you know. So, but I know the Gravely zero turn, I haven't been disappointed with that, but I like both of them. I couldn't choose. But yeah, so all right, let me look at these comments. I gotta catch up. Now my camera's broke. Need a GoPro. What kind of camera we using, TC? First step, Gravely rocks, Danny. Snapper is better. TC says, Scott, Master Hand, let's go. Yes, sir. You know, I can't hate on and Toro. They sent me this nice shirt. Sent me a couple other things, so that was awesome.
I love Toro, man. I'm gonna be I'm going to you know, they were last on my list because of everybody having the issues with the 30-inch. Like I had, you know, issues with the 30-inch, the 825 horsepower engine, and so it kind of turned me off to them. And then when I demoed all the mowers, the last two I demoed was the Gravely, the new Gravely Pro Stance and the Toro Grandstand. And I demoed the Gravely. The Toro felt better to me at the beginning. I demoed the Gravely. We went to a random property that had beautiful grass and couldn't get it to stripe, man. It just would not stripe. So Andy was even confused on it. We ended up taking it right back and picking up the Toro Grandstand. I demoed the Grandstand for 3 weeks. 3 weeks I demoed the Grandstand, and I just couldn't believe how well it did in tall grass, wet grass. I just couldn't believe it, and I ended up buying it, man. And I tell you what, I love it. I'd buy another one in a heartbeat, all day, any day. After every mower I demoed, the one I felt was best in my area was the Toro.
And that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Especially if you have a dealer that's close to you, that's a good dealer, and you like that mower, you know, because then that's the way to go. You know what I mean? I tell everybody, like you did, demo everything. You know what I mean? And whichever one is most comfortable for you, you know, that's the one you go with.
Yeah, the only downfall I have to the Grandstand, and I've told Toro this, I mean, this is literally the only downfall I have to it, is the front ends are so light. Now, I'm a big guy, so for somebody, you know, normal size, it may not be an issue for, but I'm 260 pounds. And you put that on the back of a platform, that mower, you know, it raises up some, especially going up hills and stuff. I don't have a problem with it on, you know, flat land or anything, but going up a pretty, you know, decent hill of some sort to where the Skag would pull it all the way up. The Toro, I have to pick speed up because it don't have them weights in the front like the Skag does.
Yeah, that's how it was when I got that tested that aerator. It had weights on it, but like you said, like, I'm a big guy, so even when I'm backing it off the trailer, I could still feel the front kind of coming up. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
But it was pretty nice. It wasn't built for tall guys.
I don't think any of them are. But when it came to the hand controls and where everything, the placement of everything, the deck adjustment, I mean, man, the Toro was just boom, it was there. And I kept going back to myself going, should I get it? Should I get it? Should I get it? And I mean, I just missed it. When I didn't have it, I was just missing it. And I was like, you know what? I got to get it. And so I went and got it.
Yeah, you kind of get to that point. I remember when all I had was my Troy built Mustang and my Toro Timemaster as my main mowers. And I was just driving by a dealer one day and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go in here and I'm just gonna, apply for financing and see what I get. And because it's like at a certain point, you don't want to jump too fast and get stuff when you don't really need it. But at a certain point, you're like, getting this piece of equipment will make my business run smoother, right, and make it easier. Yeah. And so, sometimes you just got to make that jump.
So we got a guy that says, I want to answer a couple questions here. Acme, yes, this is a Q&A. That is the title of the video. Who's your daddy wants to know, at the start of your business, Seth, how much did you run your 30-inch at one time?
Too much. I literally, because I got my 30-inch, my Timemaster from Home Depot. I should have got it from a dealer, but you live and you learn. I literally got it out the box at Home Depot. I put it together, and I went to cut it with a yard. I put oil in it. It had oil. It was kind of weird because it had oil in it out the box, so that was kind of weird. But I used to run that thing. I used to run it, and it's while it's still a residential. I mean, a 30-inch mower is a big mower. It's still a residential. So if you're getting it to run it as a main mower, and you have like more than 15 yards, then you probably should consider getting like a walk behind, because it's not really meant for that. And luckily, I kind of caught myself. My first 2 years of having it, I ran it hard like that. But ever since then, I kind of realized that I need to not push it as hard. So I've kind of babied it over the last couple years. I got it in 2014 and 2017 and 18. I've been kind of babying it, and I kind of use it here and there for ditches and small yards or small gates that I can't get into.
So do you have the 8.25 horsepower then?
Yeah. Well, it's 8.75.
Oh, so you got the 875. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 179 cc. New one, the one that I bought last year, the new one, because I was like, man, they need more power. So I bought the new one with the 10 torque horsepower and 100. It's 223 cc's. And I get asked this question all the time: would I spend the extra money on the Kawasaki? And my answer is no. And my reasoning behind it, guys, is the Kawasaki engine is a 6 horsepower engine. Yes, it is a better built motor, but it's still a 6 horsepower engine compared to the 10. It's a lot heavier on the commercial units. The commercial walk behinds are way heavier. And so I personally do not think it's worth the money to spend that on the upgrade when you get a 10 horsepower engine, 223 cc compared to a 6 horsepower, 179 cc Kawasaki. For what I personally do, it's just not worth my extra money to throw at it.
Yeah. Let me catch up on these comments right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking.
Seth, remember you talked to me, gentleman, who was a customer who gave up. Yeah, I remember. I know who you are. Who's your daddy? I see you all the time. TC's Lawn Care, 260 lightweight. Who's your daddy? So he's staying here. Chris, TC's Lawn Care. Subs, new Toro giveaway. Cheers. Nice. What's up, Danny Boy and Seth? What's cracking? What's going on, Kevin Handy? I think that's everybody.
That's it. I know. It's Friday night. 100,000 subs, new Toro giveaway. You know, hey, we may be able to talk Toro into giving away a mower at 100,000.
I think Toro's coming around. It's been crazy. A lot of these companies, have been, doing, demos and being active and stuff. And I think Toro's finally starting to come around. You seen Lawn Care Nut? He's doing those videos. That's pretty cool. I like seeing that, the different lawn care guys. I remember it was crazy. I remember when I first started my videos, Lawn Care Nut had the most subscribers. I started in 2013. He had 4,000 subscribers. And then Geek the Freak had like 2,000. And there was this other guy that had like 1,300. Dang, I can't remember his name. I'm gonna think of his name in a second. But anywho, yeah, it's crazy how it's just grown,
Mm-hmm.
The lawn.
Well, another thing is, like, since I personally started 2 years ago, it seems like last year and this year, everybody decided to throw and try to do YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get frustrated because they're not gaining quick enough, or there's tons of reasons to get frustrated. But the only thing I can tell you is you're either going to make it or break it. I mean, that's literally it. You're going to get out of it what you put into it.
And it's also a long haul type thing. It's like, see, the thing about like Instagram and Facebook, they're like what's in the title, instant. It's like you post a post, and then after a couple of days or a couple of weeks, that post is in your catalog. With YouTube, you can make a video. Like I have videos of me doing leaf cleanups, and every fall those videos kind of pick up. You know what I mean? They start,
right.
And then in the summertime they kind of stop getting views, and then the mowing videos get views. So with lawn care, it's kind of like, the longer you do it, the more you put in your catalog, it kind of builds. You kind of build. You just have to stay consistent and keep doing it.
Right. And a lot of people get frustrated over the winter. But what y'all don't realize is, over the winter, people don't care about lawn care. They just don't. You're going to get your videos watched, but it's not going to be like throughout the year watched. And it kind of frustrates a lot of people. But you know what? Once again, you get into it, what you put into it, or you get out of it, what you put into it. And, if you keep working at it, I mean, I could post a video every day. I could probably be, right up there with some of these other companies on YouTube. But I don't know. I choose to do 2 videos a week, and do some lives every now and then, and not worry about it. It's not that big of a deal to me. I'm growing pretty consistently. So, hey.
Yeah. Stay. That's about what it is. Stay consistent. I need to respond to this. Acme Mowing and Lawn Care asked me, can you tell me which whiskey goes better with Diet Coke and which goes better with Diet Dr. Pepper? You drink whiskey straight. You don't mix it with anything. First up, Lawn Care. LOL. I need a 36-inch Toro Part 1. I'm currently drinking Acme So I'm currently drinking Crown Black and Diet Coke. Should I be drinking it with a different soda? I mean, you could drink it however you want to. I'm drinking Bird Dog Peach Bourbon. See, that's where I get my flavor from. I can't drink like a straight, like when people drink straight Jack Daniels. I have to drink like a flavored whiskey or a flavored bourbon or something like that. We have an X Mark Happy Family. We have an X Mark 30 and put around 900 hours on it. That's the commercial version, so that bad boy can handle it.
What equipment is in your future? You skipped Randy Mitchell's comment. I'm sure he's hating you right now.
Oh, my bad. Right now, as far as equipment, I'm content because it's kind of just me. So I don't need any. I have a walk behind 36-inch. I have a 52-inch zero turn. I have my Mustang zero turn for backup. I have my 30-inch Toro Timemaster. So I don't really need any more equipment. What I have been thinking about getting is a second trailer. And I have a 7x16 trailer, and I've been thinking about getting a second trailer that possibly BJ, my cousin that works with me, both of us can go out, take some lawnmowers, and knock out some yards the same day. Because I do it part-time, so right now it's just like tomorrow I'm about to be out all day. I'm gonna cut about 10 or 11 yards by myself. And so that's pretty much my weekend. I'm not gonna cut it in on Sunday because it's Mother's Day, but usually I'll be cutting Saturday and Sunday. So that's what I'm thinking about getting. If I was getting another mower, it would be a stander. I want to try a stander like you. But you know, I just love zero turns. I love the versatility of it. I can tow stuff with it. I can and I could just be lazy and sit on it, you know.
Yeah, if I had bigger properties, that's probably what I'd probably buy a 48 or a 52 set down. It'd probably be a 52. That way I could run two mowers and the straps would be pretty close, you know, to the same width. But other than that, man, I've pretty much got everything that I need, that I want. You know, I thought about pulling the trigger on a 36-inch stander this year, but I just don't. It wouldn't make sense with the properties I have. I'll just continue to push mow my 2 or 3 yards. If I had, you know, 10 to 15 backyards that I needed it for, possibly be worth it. But, you know, 3 or 4, it's just not worth it to me. My Toro 30 is doing great. No issues whatsoever yet. And I really don't need anything. I thought about getting a bigger trailer, and I'm like, you know what? Until I got a different mower, it really wouldn't matter. So I just continue working with what I got and be content.
What's going on? A whole bunch of people saying what's up. Edmonds Mowing, what's going on, my man? Kevin Handy, I saw you already. Honey Jack is bomb. Yeah, Honey Jack Daniel is pretty good, but you need to find Bird Dog. If you find Bird Dog and you like bourbon, it will change your life.
Bird Dog with bourbon.
Who's going to the GIE?
Nobody. We're not going this year. We're not going. Not going this year. We're going to try to keep everybody away from it. I don't
know. I haven't even. I've heard people already reserving hotels and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's been. I'm probably going to end up going. Of course, I'll probably end up going. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
But that's just, I don't know. I mean, why not go? It's fun. It is fun. What's the worst thing I didn't like about it? Probably the drive there and back.
Yeah, I'm flying. I am saving up money to fly.
We'll see. All right. What is the best cam to use for your vids that won't kill your wallet? Use your iPhone, man. If you got a good iPhone or something, throw it in get you a mount, put in there, and put it on a tripod and go to town. It's going to do good. I've never used my phone for videos personally. I have a GoPro Hero 3 plus the silver edition that I first started with. I've actually just bought a Hero 4. So I have 2 GoPros now, so I can set up different angles. And I got to get an SD card for it, and then I've got a Canon T7i. So once you get on up there, then but a GoPro or your phone, man, just get a good 3+ silver or something will work great.
Yeah, when I first started out, I think I used my phone for 2013, 2014. I think sometime in 2014, I spent $80 to get like a cheap camera from Best Buy. I used that for like a year. No, I used that for like 2 years. Then I got a GoPro. And so, like I said, if you were starting off, like Danny said, a GoPro is a good versatile camera because not only can you just use it to vlog, you can also use it to set it up on your mower and stuff. So, if you're gonna spend, $400 on the camera, that's a good start camera. And then from there, my next camera I got was the Canon G7X, which is a very good vlogging camera. It's $600, but it has a flip-up screen. I think it's in my truck. It has a flip-up screen, so you can see yourself in it, and it's pretty good quality. It's not going to be like get you a far zooming and stuff like that, but it'll get you some good quality close vlogging shots if that's what you want.
So this guy says, my hat's off to you guys for doing YouTube. You deserve everything you get. I am wiped at the end of the day, and it is all I can do to watch videos, let alone post them. Thank you, First Step Lawn Care. A lot of people don't realize how much time, and they call us, part-time because we only do 50 yards or whatever you've got, 50 lawns for a solo guy with a helper every now and then is, I don't call that slacking by any means, but hey, to each their own. We got 2 customers this week because of our YouTube channel. Acme, it's funny that you say that because I've actually gained clients off of my YouTube channel as well. I can guarantee you 3 people in the past year have contacted me, and when I got to their house, they have told me, I watched your YouTube channel, and I thought it was crazy because I never thought I would get a customer off of watching my YouTube.
Yeah, and that's a video I wanted to make, but I haven't made it yet. But if you notice, if you watch Naylor's video, LCR, Lawn Care Rookie, he on his trailer, he has put his name of his company was his Clean Cut Lawn Care, and that's all he put. And I know, because I know Naylor, and I know the reasoning behind that is because what it does is we're living in a world of social media. So people are going to see that trailer, and by it not having no phone number on it, no website on it, first thing people are going to do is grab their phones, Clean Cut Lawn Care. You know what I mean? And they're going to instantly Google you, and it's going to bring up all your social media. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, that's kind of ingenious. You know what I mean? Instead of, a lot of people put their numbers on the trailers and the trucks and stuff. You just put your name on there and put, you just put Google me, and it kind of funnels everybody to your social media,
So Kevin Handy says, Seth and Danny, I've been in lawn care 23 years. to make YouTube videos, are they hard to do?
No. I mean, because a lot of people, I mean, people make it look difficult because people who have been doing it for years, like, you know, put all this fancy editing in it and whatnot. But really, people just like genuine. People just like to see, people like to be nosy. They like to be in your business. They like to see what you're doing in your lawn care business or whatever you're doing in your life. So if you have good content or whatever, it doesn't really matter the quality of it. You know what I mean? You can record it on your phone. When Chance started out, you know what I mean? His videos really blew up, I think, because he was just such an interesting person, you know, that people just wanted to see, oh man, this guy's doing this guy's doing that, you know what I mean? And, you know, so you never know. Start making YouTube videos, you might be interesting.
So I'm going to show these. I just want to show these people the difference here between I'm going to show y'all the difference between you know, a cheap, I call it a cheap program. This is going to be Adobe Premiere Elements 15. I just want to show y'all the difference in a cheap program compared to a expensive Premiere Pro program. So I'm going to do a screen share here, and I'm just going to show y'all this first screen. This is literally your basic layout for a Elements. So this is Adobe Premiere Elements 15. Andy got me hooked on this, in case y'all are wondering. So you pretty much drag your clips on here, and, you know, then you can edit it from there. You have a little bit of stuff you can do over here, you know, I mean, not very much, but you have stuff that you can do. And then if you want to spend that extra money and you really want to stand out from people, now you get into this is Adobe Premiere Pro. And this is literally, you just, you know, new project, you can name your project. So here we go, you know, and then it pops up this box. You can name your project, click OK. It already exists, you know, so let's just name it 1111 or something. I just want to show you all the difference here between you know, very expensive program. This is Adobe Premiere Pro, and it's, as you can tell, got way more stuff than anything. So I mean, you've got, you know, I mean, so many options to do whatever you want to do compared to, you know, a Windows Media or a regular Premiere Pro, you know, Premiere Elements. But this is Premiere Pro. This is what I've been trying to get used to, just to get better videos out. And, you know, it's definitely something I wish I would have just started from the beginning, is went right into the harder editing software. So I wasn't used to something else and then have to come to this. But being used to something else also let me know, you know, hey, this is how it works. This is what does this. But there you go, guys. That's the difference between a, you know, $80 and a $200 a year thing. I think Premiere is $25 a month, something like that. So there's your differences. But you can do a lot more with you know, a better software, but it's really what you want to do. So just because you use, I mean, hell, I started out with Windows Media.
Yeah, that's what I started out with.
Movie Maker, you know, and then Andy got me into that, the Elements, and I used it because, you know, it becomes second nature, and now I can just throw videos together. Premiere Pro is still woof to me. Even though I try to use it, try to just mess around with it every now and then, watch some YouTube videos to get better at it. I've got some videos using it, but majority of them, I still use Elements.
Yeah, that's why I use AVS video editor. I've tried to go to other stuff, but like you said, it's just like sometimes it's like a little bit too much stuff going on with it, and I'm just comfortable with my little AVS video editor. Robert Mueller says, Seth, how do you get rid of clover or cobbler pegs? The best thing that I found is T-zone. It's when you get the crabgrass. For people who don't know, he's asking about weeds. There's different types of weeds to get rid of in lawns. For people who don't know, when you go to Lowe's and get that crabgrass remover from like Lowe's and stuff, it doesn't kill. It kills all the crabgrass, but it doesn't kill clovers and different broadleaf weeds. In order to kill that, you need like a broadleaf weed killer that won't harm your lawn. And T-zone from southern states, that stuff, it kills everything. And it kills clovers, the pegs, it kills nutsedge. I was having a problem in our area with nutsedge. I would kill everything but the nutsedge. And so if you want to try that, that's a good product to use.
How do you manage equipment upkeep?
Whenever I have time. Like I said, I work full time, and so I literally this week I had training, and so I got off work at 3. I came home by 3:20. I pulled my gravity out. I changed the oil and air filter by 4:15, and then I went and cut 1 yard before I had to go pick up my daughter from daycare at 5:30. So, you know, you just got to do it when you got time to, you know. Yeah.
Literally, when you have time, that's when it gets done. Have you guys done a how-to on making videos? I personally have not.
Yeah, I'm not. I guess if that's something y'all want to do, I could put that on my list of things. But I guess you have to have the program that we have, but I could put that on my list of things. And see, what people realize is it's all about you can use anything from Windows Movie Maker up to Premiere, like what Danny was saying, but it's all about the creative process, you know what I mean? Like you can just sit there and chop stuff up and get music and get clips from YouTube and kind of put it together, you know what I mean? And you can use any program. But I mean, if that's something y'all want to see, I could try to put a little some clips together, I guess.
What do you think about right standers?
I never used them. I guess I should try to test them out, but seem like was Right the first people to make standards?
Yes.
Huh. I mean, I've never tried. I need to try it out at the GIE.
Personally,
yeah. What you guys say?
Personally, from my experience in my area of tall fescue, Kentucky bluegrass, so forth and so on, it seems like the way they cut and the grass disbursement, I feel like I have to double cut a lot more than I would normally have to with another mower. So I tend to steer away from right. John Deere, I'm not a fan of. Right standards, I'm not a fan of. Gravely's cut nice. I will admit that. Skaggs cut excellent, but from my experience with Skag, their customer service is horrible, and there's no way I would ever buy a mower from them again after, you know, the way they treated me. So, but Ed Wright, he does a lot of stuff, man. He ain't scared to get on a video and talk to people. You You know, he's not too good for anybody, and I really like that about him. But I'm just not a fan of the mowers of, you know, cutting a bi-weekly property that's weeds and stuff. I don't want to have to double cut it. And with my Toro, I don't have to do that. And with the right, it seemed like I was getting some stragglers left behind and stuff. I'm not sure if that's from it being a demo unit or, you know, if that's how all of them work. But I don't know.
Yeah, I've never used it. I've just researched them. So yeah, so I mean, I can't really give an opinion on it.
The time it takes for a vid is a lot longer than I thought it would. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, some of my review videos have 8+ hours in them. Easily 8+ hours.
Yeah, sometimes it takes me a couple of days. But I mean, once you get it, like people ask me, like, how do you record and cut grass at the same time? It seems like it's time consuming. And once you kind of get into a rhythm, like I literally, like I have my camera on my tripod, and sometimes I make an intro. I get there, what's going on, guys? It's Seth the Lawn Surgeon. I set the tripod up, and I just start cutting. And then I make an outro later. Yeah, you know, I make an outro later, and boom, that's my video.
And that's what I tell people. I say, once you get used to doing it, it feels weird not doing it.
Yeah.
Does it take up that much time? Starting out, it did. It took me some time to figure it out. But once I got used to it, now I can just grab my camera and be like, boom, here we are. Here's what's going to happen, you know, and then I know exactly, you know, I've pretty much figured out the sun thing and, you know, where to set the camera, and, you know, it's become second nature to you, of real easy. How is marketing working out for you guys? Man, I'm telling you what, marketing is going great. I am getting call after call after call. Randy Mitchell, the best advice I can give you, man, the two things that have worked for me religiously is Google Business. If you're a legit business, you should have a Google Business. Google Business is one of the things that have got me so much work. And second is Facebook. Placing ads in swapping shops has been huge for me as well.
That's why I don't really advertise as much because I'm part-time. So I'm scared that if I try to advertise, I'm going to get way more business than I really need.
I want more business.
Yeah. But if I did, I think if I ever go full-time, I would try Facebook. That seems like, because you can literally target who you want. You know what I mean? You could target old ladies, or whatever.
Every paid ad I've ever put out never did anything for me. I find Facebook swapping shops, man. If you go join your nearest swapping shop or the swapping shops in your areas that you mow in, and you go to like a start discussion, not that you're selling something in the group, post your ad in there. I mean, it's free, and you're still hitting all these people without having to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it works excellent.
Yeah. Kevin Handy said, hey guys, Xmark guy here all day. What kind of Xmark do you got, Kevin? My experience with Xmark, it seems like they have it's big gaps between their series. It seems like, that's one thing I like about Gravely. It seems like all Gravely's mowers are built solid. Same thing with Toro. All of them are built solidly, and it's just little tweaks and stuff that they do as they go up. You might get a better seat, you might get a little bit better engine or whatever. But it just seems like Xmark, it's like big jumps. Like you can get that whatever S series or E series, whatever it is.
And then you got a Laser Z, and
yeah, and then it's just like, that it's almost like they're making you say, well, you can get this cheap mower, but you really should get this big expensive mower here. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, that person starting off with that only have a little bit of money can get the cheaper one and still feel like, you know, their mower is really solid. And, you know, not saying that Exmark's not solid, but.
First step, I just read your comment. I want to say thank you, and I appreciate that. That was the whole point of, you know, I want to be able to tell y'all a review of how something really is, to where if you buy it, I want you to be happy with it. I want my review to be what it was, not just, hey, they sent me this, let's give a good review on it. That's not me. And I let companies know, if you send me something, if I don't like it, guess what? I'm gonna tell the truth about it. Like, it don't bother me. So thank you for that. What we got? Let's see. Something's for sale. Has CS4. Laugh out loud. It's 8 dated. What's happening, Danny? Solo Cuts. What's up, man? We do everything on our phones, so I use iMovie, but we have used the YouTube editor in the beginning. You do have good edits. Is it available in Australian stores? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but that might have been the broadleaf guy.
Oh, T-Zone. I don't know. Nowadays you can pretty much order everything online. So hopefully, let me go to Amazon right now. I'll go to Amazon.
Solo Cuts. Does 2,4-D kill crabgrass? Will it kill crabgrass? That's what I want to know.
I've never used it.
Danny, how much did your trailer setup cost? What equipment are you talking about? Are you talking about the racks, the trailer? Robert, what exactly do you want to know, man? And I'll be more than happy to tell you. Yes, Google my business and try to ask your loyal clients for reviews all day, man. That's what I do. I tell them, I say, look, even my new clients, hey, I give you $5 off. All you got to do is go leave me a review on Google and Facebook, and you got $5 off your next mower. 2 Turf Tracers 48 and 60 and Laser Z and an Exmark 30. Heck yeah. Robert Mueller said the racks and the trailer. Robert, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I paid for none of the racks. They were all sent to me for my reviews of using them. And, you know, I mean, for what it is, it does what it says. Everything can be broken into. I don't care what it is. So, you know, one rack may be, you know, somebody may like Green Touch, somebody may like Equipment Defender. They're both there to do one job, and that's to deter people from stealing your equipment. And they do that. But, you know, when it comes right down to it, both can be broken into. You know, if somebody wants something, they're going to get it. My trailer, I bought my trailer used from a business down in Springfield. And I only gave $1,250 for that trailer. So that's the trailer. So, but all the racks, if you were to go buy the racks that I have, the 3-tier, you're looking at $225. The backpack blower rack, you're looking at $145. Then the water cooler rack, I think, is $25. Or it might be $35-40. The gas can holders are around $100 with a gas can, but you can buy them without a gas can. They're like $50 to $40, $35 to $50 without a gas can. You know, I mean, it adds up, but they have stuff that is way cheaper than Green Touch. But, you know, I mean, I try to be honest with people. As y'all know, I used to use Green Touch racks. From my experience, I really like the backpack blower rack of Green Touch compared to, I just like the quickness of it, I should say. I don't like the color, of course, but I like the quickness of it. How you just turn a handle, open a thing. You know, pulling my thing down and pulling it up over the handle still ain't that much. But if you're using an enclosed trailer, I would recommend, I mean, I hate to say it, but I would recommend a backpack blower rack from Green Touch, just because it mounts right up against the wall. Just try to be honest with y'all guys. And, you know, everything else, I would probably buy Equipment Defender. But, hey, you can buy it all Green Touch if you want. Who cares? It's there to do a purpose, and the purpose is going to be met. I hear some people saying that they bought Green Touch because you can mount it on the outside of your trailer. Guys, you can do the same thing with Equipment Defender. They have brackets to do that. If anybody tells you they don't, they're lying to you. You can get the brackets to mount it on the outside. So, nice cutting edge in the house. No, sir, it will not form of, being a form of grass, it won't. But common garden weed, clover, gotcha.
I don't know if this will show up, but that's T-zone right there. This is the 1 quart. I usually buy it for, this is on Amazon. I usually buy it for $31 at Southern States. On Amazon, the 1 quart is $44. So hopefully it'll ship to Australia. I'm not sure. But I see it on here. They got a gallon for $100. I need to buy that instead of buying that little quart.
T-zone.
But it's pretty good. I mean, they have a Southern States is pretty good. They're more detailed. You know, not a lot of places they just give you broad stuff, chemicals and stuff just to do you know, certain things. But Southern States, most of the people in there will be able to help you get specific on. You will bring in weeds, and they'll tell you what you need to get rid of them. You know.
I just purchased the Equipment Defender 3-tier trimmer and the backpack blower today with a Lanier Lawn Care promo code. Thank you, Danny. No, thank you, Chad and I. Thank you. I love the racks, but, you know, I mean, my first question to people who are asking that question of, you know, what should I go with is it an enclosed or an open trailer? Because, I mean, as y'all know, I'm trying to be honest with everybody. And, you know, I tell everybody, if it's an enclosed trailer, I would have to go with the backpack blower rack from Green Touch, just because it mounts right up against the wall. I don't have anything against Green Touch. I don't have anything, you know, of course, against Equipment Defender. I like certain things about both. I do not like the locks on the Green Touch racks. I believe if you're spending that much money, they should invest in master locks to put on them racks instead of cheap made locks. But, you know, hey, it's not my company. They're selling the crap out of them. They're doing something right. So I have a question for the 15 people watching. I personally have been thinking about a chute blocker for my Toro Grandstand, and I am wondering, here's my dilemma, guys. I hear good and bad things about the grass flap. I hear good and, you know, good and bad things about the power chute. They're $100 difference. $300 for a grass flap, $400 for a power chute. What is y'all's opinions? Should I go with the power chute? And the only reason I'm asking this question is because I look at the grass flap and I say, wow, $300 for a piece of rubber with a metal mount that literally is mounted to a piece of rubber.
What are you getting it to? Because you have some yards that you're trying not to spray grass into flower beds and stuff.
Flower beds. I've got apartment complexes I do, so I'm trying to, you know, if I did hit something, I don't want to sling it out and hit a car. I'm just trying to be more aware. And so, you know, the one thing I do like about the quick shoot is either you press the pedal and it goes up, you press the pedal and it goes down. If you want it to open up a little bit or halfway or something, you have to barely press the pedal down to get it to do that. The power shoot, you have to take your hands off of the control because you have to hit it with a finger, which you can mount to your, you know, right in front of your control. So you really don't have to take your hands off. And you can barely tap that thing and it'll raise up just a little bit and give you, you know, your 30, 60, whatever you want it to be, but because that you're the one controlling it. Or you can open it all the way up, all the way down, halfway up. You can, you know, do it whatever, and it'll stay there, and you don't have to hold up anything with your foot to keep it in that position. But I feel for $400, I'm getting my money's worth more with the power shoot than I am the grass flap. It just seems so cheaply made to me for $300. Let's sell you a piece of rubber with a cable and a foot pedal and say, yep, $300. And I hear the rubber's flimsy, so
yeah. Well, I think you should talk to try to talk to Naylor, lawn care rookie. He has the Toro Grandstand, and he has a mulching kit on his. And he said his came with a mulching kit, and he was a little hesitant about it because a mulching kit is so permanent. You know what I mean? A lot of people like the grass flap because you know, you can lift it up when you want to, you know, cut tall grass, or you can put it down when you don't want to spray in flower beds. But for him, he says, you know, I guess you got to think about the fact that with a walk behind, like my walk behind is only like 14 horsepower, but with a grandstand, it's like what, 22, 23,
yeah,
or something like that. And so with that power of it, having the mulching kit, Naylor says it pretty much mulches up everything. You know what I mean? So, you know, unless that's your only mower, if you have like another mower where you have like super tall grass, like, you know, it's like, you know, a rental property that's gotten out of control, and you just need to knock it down first. But then I think you could go over it. Because that's what I do. Like if I have a yard that's like super tall, and I'll go over it with my zero turn, and then I'll come back over it with my walk behind just to clean it up and mulch it up and stuff. Because my walk behind mulching kit was, I think, $400. No, it was $200 or $300. $300, yeah. The mulching kit, and it has like little brackets under the deck. So, and they give you different blades and stuff like that. So
Solo,
I mean,
are you using the quick shoot? What did you say? The quick shoot. I believe the quick shoot has the handle on it, and I'm not looking. Yeah, it does. I'm not looking for something that has that handle. I don't want to have to reach down to my right in order to get to something. To me, that seems like, I mean, I have seen that, but I don't want to reach down to grab a handle with a stand-on mower, because, you know, I go down to reach down and I accidentally move one way to the other, then ta-da, here goes this strap. Let's start over. But that's why my only two options I've been looking at are the grass flap and the power shoot. My Kevin Handy, my promo code is just code Lanier. It's Lanier, and it save you 10% off. For y'all that want to go buy a stripe kit from Big League Lawns, my promo code is now Lanier Lawn Care. This changes randomly, guys, so I'll post it in the comments. It'll always be in the description of my Big League Lawns video. When it changes, I'll post the new code there, but the code now is no spaces, Lanier Lawn Care. Save you 10% off on your order there as well. y'all ever have any questions, man, feel free to email me, reach out to me through Instagram or somewhere. I'm not hard to get along with. I usually talk to everybody. So unless you just annoying, and then I probably ain't going to talk to you. But, you know, just being honest once again. Go with the grass flat. I would go with the power chute just for the simple fact it uses a toggle switch. And if I'm correct, you can open it and close it to certain heights. You don't have to. Right. You can't. Whenever you hit it, if you want to barely open it, you have to hit it fast. So that's the one thing about it, Chad, is, you know, it don't have you push it and it goes to that position. You just, you know, however fast you open it is how fast that thing's going to open and close. So, you know, if you hold it, it's going to open all the way. If you know, barely touch it, then it's, you know, it's going to barely open up. So I've been looking at the power chute though, and I don't know. Solo Cut says it doesn't really take much effort to open or close it. What's up, JM? Power chute all day. Man, we already went through these comments. Golly, what happened? What happened? Golly. I knew we should have went live on Seth's channel, y'all. I knew it. I'm just joking, Seth.
You just told me how to do this. Once I figure out how to do it, we can go live on my channel one time.
I'm trying to steal all your subscribers is all it is. Or if you called any, you will be on a video of his. That's what you did, man. It was more of a, I guess it was a live. We were doing a YouTube live one night. Yeah, that was a long live me and Andy did. That was crazy. That was crazy. Yep. Let's see. Got one of them too with Lanier Lawn Care promo code. This guy ordered everything with my promo code. What up? Look at that. D Gentry in the house. D Gentry. How's Tennessee, man? How's it going over there? Hopefully I can get back over there because, man, things did not work out when I took my trip. And you know, he was going to come visit me in Knoxville. We were going to hang out. It was going to be a good time. And you know, my mom showed up. She decided to stay extra, and I mean, things were just crazy. So I'm sure Stacy knows how it is, man. It's nuts. It's real nuts. And you know, the thing is a lot of people they're like, oh, well, why do you know? I'm sure people wonder why I just called you Stacy, but it's kind of it's easier to call you Seth because everybody that's what knows you by. But then it is to say, hey, Stacy, what's up? Mr. Flanagan, what's happening? But hey.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird for me, especially like when I go to the GIE, I'm like, hey, you know, people introducing themselves. Hey, you know, like you said, I'm Danny, you know, I'm such and such. And I'm like, I'm Stacy. And people just look at me like, and then I'm like, I'm Seth. Oh yeah, you know, I'm like, maybe I just need to start introducing myself as Seth, you know.
Yep. Well, that's like you know, Spencer's Lawn Care. His real name is not Spencer, and so when I get around people like that, I know their real name, but it's just so much easier because people will look at you stupid if I was talking to you and calling you Stacy. People's going to be like, "Why is he calling him Stacy?" Like, why would he be doing that? You know, so it's just weird. But hey, I guess to each their own. Solo Cuts, that is a true statement, man. It is one more issue to go wrong. But I have found that if it did break, that part would only cost me around $20 at my park store for that window motor. So that's another thing, you know, if I could rig one up on my own, trust me, I'd do it. I'd do it. It's just so much easier in our industry to, you know, it matches. It's made to match the color of my mower. It's made to custom fit my mower. I mean, it's just so much about the power chute that I do like. I don't know. I may have to give it a try. I'm not going to lie. We're going to have a party at GIE this year. There's a party at GIE every year. Acme.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Don't we have a rally?
Every year there's a party at GIE.
And it was crazy. It's crazy. I was talking to Neil about that the other day. Like, when I went the first time, well, I went to the second one. They had one before the one I went in 2015. I think we had about 40 to 50 people there. When I went last year in 2017, it was like 300. It was crazy. And so, like, we was talking to Taylor, it's like, there's no telling how many people's going to be there this year.
Acme, man, y'all are in Oklahoma. Y'all driving. I'm sure y'all are probably going a different way. I'm not sure which way you're going. Y'all flying, driving? Y'all just come on up a little bit and grab me on your way, and we'll have a great time all the way over there. So, Robert, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Already in the 90s, man. Gentry, we were in the 90s yesterday, and it was in the high 80s today. Yeah, we're already there too. It seems like, it seems like it's too early to be doing it because how late lawn care season started. But then you think about it, and it's like, oh, it's middle of May. So I can only imagine what's going to happen in June and July, though, if it's already 90 now.
Yes, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be blazing. It's like here, I say April is usually when we start cutting regularly. And I didn't really start cutting until like the last couple of weeks of April. And now that we're in May, it's like 90. And we usually don't get to 90 until like June. So it's like the season's already been crazy as it is.
Well, it was a crazy winter anyway. So, I mean, it was nuts. And I want to fill something in with y'all. So, the other night when we did the 6250 giveaway announcement of how to enter and everything, I was sitting on the computer. I was talking to Randy after the live was over, and we were just sitting here talking on Google Hangouts. And I got an email, and I'm not going to name the guy's name, but I thought it was, just weird and random. And it kind of got to me, and I was told to ignore it. I should have, but it got to me just because, of what it said. But anyway, so I got this email, and it says, "This is so-and-so with Lanier Lawns, LLC. I am writing to let you know that you're going to have to change the name of your non-LLC name that I have legal rights to and will pursue legal action." Legal is capitalized. "If the name of your business is not changed to a name that does not represent my business name in any such way, I will allow 30 business days for you to remove my business name representation from your website, social media, advertising, and all equipment. Thank you for your compliance." Anybody who knows me knows I ain't scared to, call it like it is. So
he's in your state?
He is in my state. He's actually 130 miles away from me.
Huh.
I looked at
you can't have the same name. So he's saying your name is similar to his?
Well, he's Lanier Lawns LLC. My website is lanierlawns.com. My email is lanierlawns@gmail.com. Everything else is Lanier Lawn Care. So I said, well, this guy's probably only wanting my domain name. That's the only thing I could think of, because our names ain't the same. Lawn Care and, Lanier Lawns are two different companies. He's an LLC. He's 130 miles away. I started Googling it. I started my business before him. I started calling lawyers, and they're like, well, I wouldn't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, Well, anyway, so long story short, I called this guy. I said, you know what? I'm calling this guy. I looked him up. I called him. This message was sent to me at this email was sent to me at, it was sent, oh my God, come on. 10:05 p.m. I called the guy at 10:09, 10:10, and he didn't answer. So I called him right back. And he still didn't answer. So I was like, all right, you know. So the next day, I'd been thinking about it all night. I'm like, really? Like, this guy only has to want my domain. That's all it can be. And so, you know, I started calling around lawyers and talking to them, and they're like, you know, there's a lot to take place, but yet, you know, you have no worries pretty much. Some of them were like, well, we should get you in for a consultation fee, and, you know, it's going to cost you $150 to come in and talk about it and me to do some research. And I was like, whatever, you know, I'm just not going to worry about it until I get something from a lawyer. So I had a pretty good drive from Independence back to Raymore, and I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm calling the guy. And I said, we'll see if he answers. So I call him, no answer. I was like, all right, you know, I left him a message, very professional message. I get home that afternoon, a couple hours later, and I'm mowing a property. My phone's ringing. I'm like, well, maybe I should, you know, answer it. So I answer it, and it's this guy. And funny story is this guy goes, hey, Danny, I got your message. You know, I just wanted to call and, you know, talk about some things. He's like, I never sent you an email. I said, really? He goes, yeah. He said, I never sent an email. He said, I don't care if your name's Lanier Hot Dogs. He's like, it don't bother me none. He's like, we're in two totally different areas. I could care less. He said, I didn't send that email. So he asked me where it came from. So I told him, and he's like, can you take a screenshot of that and send it to me? Yeah, man. Ended up becoming, you know, talking for 5 to 10 minutes. It's probably longer than that because the guy never even sent anything.
That's crazy.
I was like, wow, okay, well, that's good to know. You know, I ain't got to stay up late for that anymore. But but I thought it was kind of funny. I was like, okay.
That's crazy.
It was weird.
I mean, even if that was legit, like, you snooze, you lose. You know what I mean? Like, you made your company first. You know what I mean? So
right, yeah. And I was told that since I made my company first, if it was to go into something that I would have the legal rights, because, you know, I started 6 months prior to his company. But the guy turned out to be great. You know, it was funny. The guy really turned out to be great. And
is he your cousin?
No, probably not. I don't know. Yeah, it might be, maybe for long. Maybe I should go through my book of family members and see. Start up late and hit 9. Oh man, I don't start late. I start at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm leaving my house going. I'm out.
Yeah, I gotta leave like 7:30 tomorrow.
I've got to leave at 8:30. I probably got to leave earlier to drop my kid off, but I've got some flower beds clean up tomorrow. Some flower bed maintenance. Get that taken care of, done, out of the way, and move on.
I've been dodging landscaping all season so far. I've been out. There's this guy in my area I met at the GIE last year, and I gave him a couple of mulch jobs. Because I'm part-time, you know what I mean? I don't want to seem lazy or nothing, but so it's like basically all I have on the week time to do on the weekend is just cut, you know. And so when people ask me to do like a 5-yard mulch job, you know, I don't have nowhere to fit that in, you know. Dan D. Gentry. I enjoyed the GIE and meeting you and Seth personally. I enjoyed that too, Dan D. Gentry. I'm back. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna about 11 yards tomorrow. Oh gosh. I think my comments are not updated or something. Oh, buddy, let me see here. What's going on with these comments?
Oh, look at that. No wonder I get asked the question a lot about, you know, how come I never went to an LLC? And I've thought about going to an LLC. I really have. I've thought about it, thought about it, thought about it. And once I start getting, you know, more business built up to a certain level of income, then I will go LLC. But, you know, my question is how often do you hear people get sued for everything they have in lawn care? Anything that we are to happen, pretty much we have insurance for. That's the reason why we have insurance coverage, is to take care of if we break a window, if we, you know, I hate to say it, if there's a kid running around and you hit something and it hits that kid. That's why we have insurance. Once again, that's the whole point of having insurance, guys.
That's a bad day.
It's a huge thing. And so, you know, the LLC is, you know, I think it's worth it. If you're just starting out, would I do it all over again? I would probably go with an LLC, but it's way more work to go with an LLC. An LLC, you can have employees. Well, guess what? I can have employees being a sole proprietorship. I mean, there's just the tax breaks are different. Being an LLC, you have a certain income you claim. There's a lot more tax stuff involved between sole proprietor and LLC. And I'll eventually go to an LLC, but as of right now, it's not worth it to me, honestly, to be an LLC. But I will eventually get there within the next 2 years. I see myself being an LLC, if not sooner. I may do it 3 months from now. I mean, you know, it just depends. But you know, that's why I personally never did it.
Yeah, I have I'm a LLC, but I mean, I don't really understand it as far as taxes and stuff. I know, like my first year, I really didn't see any benefit, but then I think my second and third year of being an LLC, like you can, like if you make a big purchase like a lawnmower or something, you have the choice of but I'm pretty sure it's the same with sole proprietor or whatever.
Writing it all off or doing it over 7 years.
Yeah. It's the same. I feel like it's the same. It's nothing really different except, like you said, the suing. If somebody sues you, you know, I mean,
Right.
I think that's the only real difference.
It has a lot to do with your taxes because with me being sole proprietorship, I pay taxes on everything. So, and when you get into LLC, it starts separating, itemizing things. So, you know, all the income that goes into my account, I'm being taxed on as a business and as a person, if that makes sense. When you're an LLC, you're just getting taxed on that money as a business, not two different directions. So that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. One thing my mentor told me, where he got in trouble was make sure you have
sideways.
I don't know. You're sideways. Hold up. I don't know. Let me back out and go back in.
Oh, there it is. Uh-oh.
He was saying that, I guess, make sure you have like a business account. I mean, you have to grow to get to this point. And he was at this point, but make sure you have a business account where all your payments go into, and then you pay it out to yourself.
Right.
So
yeah, you have a personal account and a business account, and you should be, you know, getting a salary out of that. So all your business, and then you take a salary out of that. It starts getting very complicated when you get into, you know, making that much money and stuff, because then you're like, okay, what do I want to make? You know, I've got all this money coming in, and so what do I need to pay my bills and be healthy? If I've got $1,400 a month, well, I probably personally want to make $2,000 a month, and that way it gives me $500 to $600 to just do whatever. And then I have, everything else for my business is still saving up. So, I mean, it really does get kind of difficult if you really start thinking about it and doing it. It's definitely something you don't want the IRS coming after you about. So make sure you know what you're doing whenever you're doing it and get it, taken care of, because it's not something to take lightly. I'm not going into hardscape.
No, I mean, everybody always tells me, you make a lot of money in it, but it just seems like I didn't grow up doing it. I don't know anybody that does it. So for me to try to learn how to do it, it just seems like too much. It seems like a hassle.
I'm going to try to learn how to do it because I've got a company willing to show me how to do it. And so, I would like to pick up smaller jobs of, retaining walls and things like that. If I pavers, I mean, the guy says it ain't that, crazy to do. So, hey, teach me, I'm willing to learn. Hey, that's what I'm here for. So, I plan on learning it. Now, how long before I start offering it was a different question. Like, I'd like to learn more about it before I actually did it and got into selling at it. And the comments are done again. I'm done. I'm done. This is crazy. Seth, did you ever send me your logo? You never sent me your logo, did you? You don't
No, I haven't. I have it on. I have everything on a hard drive, and all my hard drives are in my backpack.
All right. Well, when you get a chance, send me your logo so I can put your logo on my thumbnail.
Okay. Gotcha. I'll do it when I go in the house.
Sure you will. You'll be going to bed. You'll be like, oh, I'm tired. I have not checked my P.O. box in 3 months. Like, there's probably nothing in there. So I'm really not worried about it. But it's time to update it. And I'm debating on whether I should continue paying for it or not, because all of my customers mail their money to my house. I don't know. I really don't know if it's worth it. Like,
Have you ever tried? How do you do? Do you have you ever researched Jobber?
I have, but I use yard books because everything you can do with Jobber, you can do with yard books pretty much. And it's free.
Yeah.
So, why pay the $100 a month or whatever it is for $100 a year, whatever it is for, something I can do for free.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got it. I got it because I was using Excel. I had an Excel spreadsheet, and so what happened is, like, I was using Excel to monitor how much I was getting paid, and then I was using Google Calendar to keep my schedule. So what happened is I would cut for a couple weeks, and then I would have to go back and update my Excel spreadsheet to, like, I made this much money. And it sometimes it would just get confusing. Did I cut that yard or didn't I cut that yard? And with Jobber, I kind of just, like, I could check it off. If I had to skip a yard, I could not check it off, and I could send people invoices straight out. And so
yeah, that's the same thing you can do with yard books. And so it's literally the same thing. I can set up route density to where, I can put all my people in. I can say, okay, Wednesday, this is the people I want to cut, and I can set up my route, print it off. I can actually get on my phone, and if I have to skip that property, I can do it from my phone. I can just, click on it and go, okay, well, didn't do it because, we skipped it this week, or, it's done. I can mark it as done. Everything. And they have a test app out for for iPhone, but I just use the I just use it. Which actually, if I go to my thing here, well, I had it on here on my thing earlier, but you know, you can do all kinds of stuff from it, and I just don't see spending the money on Jobber for everything I can do. There's not one thing I found Jobber does that Yard Books won't.
Mm-hmm.
Southern Style in the house. Yeah, they have a mulch calculator in Yard Books. Like, I mean, they have any rock calculator. How deep do you want to go with it? I mean, it's awesome. I really like it personally. I mean, I just, that's what I use. I'm like, hey, here we go. Here we are. Ta-da.
Yeah, Southern Style. Southern Style got grave list too, right? I believe so.
Southern Style has a John Deere now.
Oh, really?
Yep. He went out and just went behind everybody's back and went behind everybody's back and said, you know what? This is what we're doing. I have so many videos to edit. It's I brought my GoPro in and put all my stuff on my hard drive, and dude, I have filmed so many properties that I'm just like, blah. By the time I get home, man, my feet hurt so bad I don't even want to move.
Yeah,
you know,
that's the beauty of a GoPro, man. Like, because I lost my first one, I was so mad. But now that I got another GoPro back, you can just like literally just leave it on your mower and just cut all day, and just cut it on when you want it, and you have get home and have tons of footage. Yeah, the Green Standard, Southern Style. Yep, I have the Gravely. Love my John Deere. LOL. I was going to go right, but there isn't a dealer close. Get some Merrill shoes, Danny.
I swapped from Booths to Merrill's this year, and my feet feel great. Man, them K-Swisses are good, though, Southern. Hey, Southern Style, I need to know your discount code for Green Touch. I have a guy messaging me on Instagram right now. You know, hey, I'll let you get that money, homie.
I use Walmart boots.
Walmart boots. I've got some Timberlands, man. I love when I'm wearing jeans or something. I'll wear them Timberlands all day, every day. I actually liked them so much that I bought another pair. I bought two pair. I got a work pair and then I got a pair just to wear because I love them so much. Southern Style is the code, and he says they don't pay him. He don't lie, Derek. All right. If they don't pay you, I ain't giving the code away then. If it's cold, I am always in boots. Yeah, man, it's 90s here too. It is too hot for boots. You know, I get a lot of people give me crap for wearing shorts and stuff in my videos. And guys, my response to that is I've never lost a customer from me wearing shorts. I've never done it. I've never had a customer say, I'm not going to hire you because you're wearing shorts. It just don't happen. If it does, then you know what? I don't know. Then it does. He said, don't hand out the code. You ever almost hit a car with a mower from turning too fast and almost falling off? No, I have never hit a car.
What?
Turning to, I don't know. I don't know. I got the
Almost
backpack full, right?
falling off. I guess, was he talking about a stander, I guess?
I guess. I've never had an issue with it. My mower does 10 mile per hour. 10.
That's got to be crazy on a stander. My Gravely only does 9. And I barely push it to the max. Most of the time probably doing about 7 miles per hour.
I had a 2-acre property that was all flat, and I would, as fast as that thing would go, never miss a beat. The thing just cut as clean as day, boy. I was like, yeah. Got to be comfortable, and they don't care here in Tennessee how you dress as long as you are dressed. That's a true statement, man. True statement. That is true. I'm pulling up my newest video things here just to see what I got going on here. Man, I got so many freaking videos that it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. I've got probably 6 videos. But I will show y'all some, I guess. Let's have some fun here. Let's screen share. So here's a property, guys, that's coming up. I know it looks fabulous. You ain't got to tell me, but here's all the videos I need to edit. Now this is where one ends. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's another one that's 8. I've got probably 10 videos to edit. It's crazy. Just absolutely freaking crazy. Full speed and 10 felt slow. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, it's nuts. I've got so many freaking properties, guys, that I've got a new one I started. I've got a couple new ones that I started. So I filmed a new property, edging it out, things like that. I mean, it's been crazy, man. It's literally been crazy. We've got I mean, I've got some nice properties coming up for y'all. So, you know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I try to keep them coming, but I got to get time, man. I need to find someone to edit my videos for me so I can just send them the footage and be like, here, have at it. So I ain't got to deal with it anymore. I just upload it and send it to them.
That would be a good business to have some to just edit people's videos. I would do that. But then I have to edit my own videos, I guess.
What's that thing?
I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I have a customer. It's basically attachments for like Troy Built and Craftsman, the Trimmer Plus attachments.
Oh, okay. So that's the blower. Oh, is that the edger?
No, this is the blower. Yeah, and they gave me an edger attachment too. So I don't know if I should do a giveaway for it. I guess not everybody has a lawn care business. So this one's heavy. This is the edger.
Heck yeah.
So I mean, I'm not gonna use it. I have a Troy Built trimmer, but I just use it for my pole saw. So I guess I should give it away, but then it's gonna cost a fortune to mail it off.
Yeah, that's what sucks about giveaways, man, is golly, you know. It's but it's fun to give back, and I love some of the companies that all the companies that I work with and do things for. It's awesome to me that they're willing to give back. And let us, do giveaways and stuff of their products. The Sure Can I'm buying, guys, just so y'all know. This is coming out of my own pocket. It is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I am buying it. It will be mailed out to the winner. I'm going to the website. Of course, I'm using my code. But, hey, it is coming out of my pocket. I am buying this giveaway. So just letting y'all know.
What's your email? Or do you want to message me or something?
Oh, here, I'll just put it here.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think I sent it to your phone too, so you should have it in your phone from earlier. He said, "I want that hat, man." Oh, you like that hat? That hat is nice. I've got one in neon green too. That is nice. This is my wear around hat, and then I have the green one that I work in. So like my videos that are coming up, which is kind of I mean, this just goes to show you how much I really do like this hat, because I don't wear a hat for no reason, especially when it's hotter than crap outside. But this is the video from this morning, and y'all probably won't be able to hear it, but you'll see the screen. And like I was talking, this is the green one right here. So this is what the green one looks like, and this is what I wear most of the time when I'm working. Is the green one. I really like the green one, and the blue one just makes my eyes pop, but the green one's nice when it comes to, I'm just walking around, blah 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 blah. Yeah, and then I talk about some properties and stuff, but yeah, the end. Picked up 2 of them today as well, 2-gallon and a 5-gallon. And here's the oh sweet, I got it. So Seth's, we're gonna go live on Seth's channel one day, whenever he's not busy.
Yeah,
y'all get to see me on Seth's channel, and I'm sure we'll have a ton of people watching on there.
Because you pretty much told me how to do the
oh yeah, I could walk you right through it, man. It's easy. Thanks to Andy. Thanks to Andy, I know how to do it.
Yeah, I do it. I need to do more lives anyway.
They're fun, they last forever though. Like, we've been streaming this 2 hours now.
Yep.
I mean, they'll last forever, but hey, whatever. It's all fun and games, and everybody has fun. But guys, I think I'm fixing to get off here, because my kids, I haven't, they've been home. I really haven't spent much time with them or my wife, and so I think I'm gonna get off here. And I woke up from my nap, and it was later than I expected, and then I had to rush to do a giveaway, and then I was like, well, the people that were supposed to do the giveaway made plans, and so I was like, well, okay, well, I'll find somebody, and then I was like, I know who I can get. And then I messaged, Seth, and hey, man, you busy tonight? He's always down.
It was good hanging out with you, my man.
Oh yeah, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you.
It was coincidental, because I'm usually either super busy or sleep.
Yeah.
So the fact that you messaged me right with the night that I had free time, so this was great.
Love me a nap. Thanks for not calling me fool. You done married, man. You got that married life. I know you ain't got no life no more.
Yeah.
Went off and got married. Your life went woo. There is no lives for you anymore, Derek. Give it a couple years, buddy. It'll pop back up, because everything, life starts happening, and the newness wears off of the marriage, and then you'll be fine. Then you'll be fine. Then you get to do whatever you want again. All right, guys. Well, I'm getting off. I hope y'all have a good one. Seth, go ahead, man. Take it away.
All right, man. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and stay tuned. Yes, sir.